think it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I have been involved with the Rugby Union Varsity game, and I know what sort of passion that brings, and I'm sure the Rugby League game will bring that, maybe plus some as well. You know, for these lads, it's the grand final, it's the Great Britain versus Australia, it's their state of origin, and you know, if you want passion, you want commitment, and you want absolute and total, let's say, a bit of an edge, get yourself down to that game. Well, I think it's important that maybe 3 or 4 hours before the game, you stop thinking about the enormity of the game, about the occasion and all that, because that's for your family. You know, they can come and enjoy and watch your game, or your mates or whatever. You need to think about the first 3 or 4 sets of 6, and actually, you know, the specifics of the game and how you're going to try to win that game, because it's one thing being in a big game, but it's much sweeter when you win it. Yeah, you got to zero in on your specific role, and you have to have confidence in the fact that the other guys around you are thinking exactly the same thing. So if everyone's thinking that, everyone's doing the role, and you know, you're going to have a proficient rugby team. Yeah, there is a difference. I think there's a slightly different mindset. I think slightly more vigorous, obviously very aggressive style in defence with discipline. With the ball in hand, particularly that first set of 6, because you know there's going to be some low-flying ammunition coming at you. You know, it's a matter of getting your body height right, making sure you're trying to get a quick ruck, probably kick it on the 4th tackle, not the 5th, just to make sure you get it away, and in case you get some kick pressure, and get yourself in the game. You know, the best thing to do in a game of rugby is make a tackle or take a carry, then you're in the game. Oh, you have to change your tactics, there's no doubt about it. You know, it definitely controls the way you play a game of rugby. You know, obviously your kicking game is going to become even more prevalent when you're playing in torrential rainstorms, etc. And absolutely, it does have a big effect. And if you think, oh well, you know, you should be able to handle the ball in a wet, well, you haven't played rugby league at any sort of high level, because when them shots come raining in at you, you know, when they're trying to dislodge the ball, you know, that second impact, they're coming in trying to hit underneath the ball and make you spill it out. You know, obviously, you know, it's pretty hard to hold on to the ball, and there's no doubt that, you know, weather conditions do play a big advantage in the style of rugby that, you know, you have to employ. It's massive in a way, because you forge relationships through it as well. You know, I think obviously the sponsors first come in, there's a financial obviously benefit for any sporting club, but then you actually become mates with them people. You know, I remember, you know, being at Wigan and we had Norweb as our sponsor, and I can still remember one of the top guys coming in, put us on a bonus. We all covered him in beer, you know, after we won at Wembley, and he almost became one of the boys. You know what I mean? And I think you know, that relationship you have with your sponsor, and obviously for 18 years, you know, I mean, that's you can forge friendships, and I do feel that rugby is also about friendships, you know, and even at professional level, you know, at the level, if it's amateur level, it's definitely about enjoying the game and forging friendships with your teammates, but also people on the periphery of the game, you know, with the physiotherapist or whatever, and obviously with your sponsors. Well, I think it already is in certain aspects. As you said, there's a lot of the lads who played in the rugby league game now, you know, in the industry or, you know, in the city, etc. And I think that's pretty common throughout the game of rugby. You know, that guys who, you know, were educated and you know, and go into those sort of fields, you know, they always want to continue that link with rugby, because I think they always, even though how much money they make later on, the favourite days are when they was back at the playing with their mates. Yeah, just to both teams, hopefully it's a tough, hard and fair game, with a little bit of niddle. You need a bit of niddle in what apparently it's virtually like a test match, state of origin, whatever word you want to say. But let's hopefully after the game you can all have a drink together, enjoy the occasion, and as I say, in 20 years' time you can look back on it with great fond memories.
See what happens. Who do you think might be come out victorious this year?
Cambridge.
Good, that's the right answer. Good answer.
He said he'd beat me up if I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah.